What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm bringing good news and bad news maybe for some of you. Plarium announced the new fusion. We have a brand new duo coming into the game for Valentine's. Most likely we will have some other champions as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Basically, let me just quickly walk you through what Plarium is saying and, of course, give you the date for when the fusion starts. On Monday, February 10th, they are planning to launch a champion fragment event for a new champion, Esme the Dancer. So it won't be a traditional fusion or a mixed fusion, it will be a fragment fusion. So you get to collect fragments. If you don't want to get a fusion, you can go and turn them into chests and get mod. By the way, I think I'm the most unluckiest person in the freaking universe with this mod support champion, because I've wasted so many fragments and I'm only 83 out of 100 for the very first copy. And trust me, I've wasted a lot of fragments. Either way, maybe some of you guys are a bit more lucky than I am. So, the champion, guys. Plarium is saying the following. The champion is going to be a barbarian, legendary, support, force affinity, is a versatile support champion who brings valuable utility to both PvE and PvP, offering a mix of buffs and debuffs. When paired with Modo of the Pearl, she unlocks even greater benefits for the team. Let's quickly have a look at what the champion does. So this is the fusion, guys. Esme the Dancer. Design-wise, she does look pretty cool. I feel like she can pair really nice with Armans as a couple for whatever reason. I feel like they give me the same vibe. So with Blade Juggler, the A1 attacks one enemy, places an increased attack buff on all allies for one turn. I actually really like the A1 skill, giving you increased attack with the basic skill through joining an ally attack or a counter attack or whatever. I think is really helpful for the team. Then we have Earth Dancer, which will be on a 3-turn cooldown fully booked. Attacks all enemies, has a chance of placing a weaken debuff and a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Also decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 20. If Modo of the Peal is on the same team, steals 20% of each enemy's turn meter instead. I've just realized I called him Modo of the Pearl before, but it's just Modo of the Peal. So you can still turn meter or decrease the turn meter. It really depends if you have the other champion in your squad or not. With the Blessing of the Sands, which will be on a 4-turn cooldown, fully booked by the looks of it, places an increased accuracy buff and an increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Has a chance of removing all buffs from all enemies. If Modo is on the same team, has a chance of stealing all buffs from all enemies instead. Which can be pretty nice. Now, having increased speed and increased accuracy is definitely not bad. Weaken and block buffs, once again, not bad. Increased attack with the A1, pretty good. At the moment, to me, it looks like a great progression champion for the Hydra clan boss. Maybe for some dungeons and stuff. It doesn't really look like a must-have champion. That's my opinion on it, though. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think he's a decent progression champion. I just don't really see tons of value out of this champion in a past mid-game, I would say, right? But let's be honest, a lot of you guys are early game, mid-game, so this might benefit you quite a bit. Then, moving on to the next one, guys. We have the passive. When hit, has a 15% chance of randomly changing the attack's critical hit to weak, normal, or strong. If Modo is on the same team, the chance increases to 30%. That can be really nice, this part of the passive. Now, mainly for PvP. Even in PvE, don't get me wrong, it's going to be pretty nice. But for PvP, it's going to be a much better thing, right? I still don't think that's enough to really make me say, like, okay, I want to get this champion. With the active effect, whenever this champion is hit, increases the turn meter of the ally with the highest attack by 50%. Now, this part in the kit is the best out of everything. Being able to boost turn meter on your attack, on your damage dealer, is really good. And this is on a 1-turn cooldown. In the Hydra clan boss, that will give you quite a lot of help, to be honest. Rotating your champion to deal more damage. But again, that is early game, mid game. In the end game, you don't want to take a million turns because they change Hydra in such a way that now it just completely sucks. You want to be slow, you want to make sure you're not wasting turns, etc. You guys know the drill. And she has a speed aura for all battles, 19%, which once again is nice. I like having champions that have auras for all battles because they are helpful in general. Now, the kit, progression-wise, I'm really not sold on her to be like, oh my god, I need to get this champion for XYZ reasons. It's not the case. Plenty of different champions in the game that can do similar things, except the passive. Okay, so the passive is pretty unique, but still not insane enough to make me want to jump on it. For the Chimera, can be pretty nice as well to boost a lot of turn meter on your damage dealer. I feel like maybe she can be really nice for that. Increase accuracy, increase speed, weaken, block buffs. Can work pretty nice. And the turn meter, but only on the damage dealer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, talking about the partner. Modo of the Peal. He is a legendary and all-green champion, attack-based force affinity. With Skull Clapper, attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 50% chance of placing a defense down debuff for 2 turns. Now, this chance will go all the way to 70%, and that is with the A1. Pretty nice. She brings the weaken, he brings the defense down. With the A2, attacks all enemies. This will be on a 3-turn cooldown fully booked, has a chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Then will place an extra hit on enemies under stun debuffs. If Esme is on the same team, will always place an extra hit and ignore 20% of each enemy's defense. To be honest, he could potentially be pretty solid as a damage dealer. We don't know that till we can see the multipliers or anything like that, till we see the multipliers. But either way, he might be able to pull off some good numbers. Definitely looking forward to try them together on the test server. Then, with the A3, attacks all enemies. Will ignore shield buffs, damage increases by 75% while attacking enemies under Stone Skin buffs. Which means that yes, he will deal a lot of extra damage to Stone Skin, very similar with what Tranda does, but once again, it depends by his multipliers. If this attack removes 1 or more Stone Skin buffs, grants this champion an extra turn. Which means that if he breaks a Stone Skin, he's going to gain an extra turn. And then he can rotate into the A2, which is nice. If he has good multipliers, he can definitely have some potential. Because it's very likely for you to break the Stone Skin on damage dealers. Unlikely to break it on support champions, right? Maybe with a 6-star Blessing that deals extra damage. Versus Stone Skin, Cracking Roots, or whatever the name of it is, you might have a very good chance to get close to break it on support champions as well. But on damage dealers, if he has decent multipliers, you're definitely going to be able to do it. And then move on to taking an extra turn. With a passive, whenever this champion kills an enemy, places a stun debuff on the enemy with the highest turn meter for 2 turns. Can be pretty nice as well, but once again, you require accuracy. He is pretty needy in terms of stats, accuracy, damage. If Esme is on the same team, this champion's skills will ignore 50% of each enemy's resistance, which can be really helpful, but only if you pair them together. Also, if she is on the same team, places an intercept stack on this champion at the start of their turn, every time he takes a turn, which means that he has a very good probability to dodge polymorph. So that is nice, actually. But you need to use them together, and considering that she's not really bringing that much to the table for the team to make a strong duo, I'm not really feeling it. To be honest, he's the better version of the duo, in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think as well. And we have an increases all ally attack in all battles by 30%. This is the new duo coming for Valentine's, guys, the Fusion. Let me know what you guys think about it. Are you tempted to go for her? As I mentioned in the endgame, I just don't think they are powerful enough. Him on his own sounds pretty interesting. Pairing them together is going to be pretty hard. So I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about it. I think they're decent, but nothing wow, okay? That's my take on it. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.